on. I don't want a photo. Oh, no. That's videoing. Okay. All right, next one. Que hacían. This should clue you as to what tense you should be using. So what's that asking? ¿Qué hacían las personas? Or, another way to ask that is, ¿Qué estaban haciendo las personas? Joe? What were the people doing? So should be a big clue here. Were doing or was doing. You just missed so much, Chico. That's why I'm taking a video, because you've been gone forever.
Sonny, I thought you were doing a YouTube video. What's up?
It's going to be on YouTube, yeah.
Oh, you gonna put it on Yanni Schlager?
I have a channel, not on my Yanni Schlager page. I have a page for school. That's where this is going, and you're going to have to watch it because you were gone for so long, and you just missed so much. Okay, Joe, yes. What were the people doing? Dos frases. It should be very clear what tense that is. You should know that. Okay? A little distracting. So, a good way.
Did you get that on tape?
I'm facing this way. All right. Good. Okay, so think about this. But you have to do this right. Okay, look at mine. Everyone was eating a lot. My friends and family were conversing. Don't say something like, my friend turned out the lights. That's not what he was doing. It's a one-time thing. He turned off the lights. He wasn't. My friend was turning off the lights. Maybe he just turned them off once, and that's not the right tense here. Think of it this way: you're standing at the party and you're just looking around. What were the people doing at the party? Cue you. What tense that should be? Yeah.
What if he was cutting the cake? Because it's you said a one-time thing, so if he was cutting the
See,
cake,
that's a good example. Okay, that's a good example that you wouldn't say he was cutting. That's something where he just cut the cake. So you're supposed to be describing it. It's like you're looking at it like this. What are these people? What were these people doing? What were these people doing?
Cutting the cake. He's sitting down.
Yeah, but see, you can't. That's a good example. I wouldn't use that for that. I wouldn't use cutting the cake for that because it was something that was going on for a little while. He was cutting the cake. He just cuts it. It's not like he's going like cutting it like something like that. Yeah, they were preparing the cake. They were getting the cake ready. They were getting the food ready. They were eating the cake. All right, it should be pretty clear what tense that is, guys. Okay. All right, here's something we did before. ¿Qué pasaba mientras algo pasaba? Shouldn't this look familiar? All right, Gato?
I have a question.
In English. Yeah, go ahead.
So, are we supposed to, write down what's preterite and imperfect?
No, you just show it. You show me in your writing.
Oh, okay. Also, can I answer that?
All right, ¿qué pasaba? Unless someone else wants to answer. And then, because you've been answering a lot. Or another way to look at this question is, ¿Qué estaba pasando mientras algo estaba pasando? Danny?
What happened while something happened?
Well, I wouldn't word it that way. Close. What happened while something was happening? Or not just... See, Marcelo?
What happened while something else was happening?
That's just what he just said.
What was happening?
What was happening while something else was happening? No, it's important that the way you word that. What happened while something... No, what was happening while something else was happening. That should be very clear what tense that is. So. All right. Shh, and you're not giving people answers. My uncles and my dad were playing poker while people were dancing. You should know very well. And we did this the other day. Okay? All right. Here's the big part where you really get to prove to me how you know how to do this. Describe algo que pasó en la fiesta. En inglés, pasó. 4 frases. ¿Qué significa en inglés? Voluntario, diferente. Come on, you guys know. Mia. Describe something that happened, like something specific that happened in the party. That's 4 sentences. Now, you could do this in one of 2 ways. you need a couple sentences leading up to what happened. Okay? My friend was hanging the piñata, and my other friend was holding the ladder, when suddenly he fell off the ladder. Okay, then you really got to think about what tense you're supposed to be using when, if you're going to describe it that way. Or you could just write 4 things that just happened. What?
Do you want us to use the cuando with that?
You don't have to. You can. It depends on what you're describing happened. I just was writing after school yesterday, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I just like, I'm going to just describe some things that happened. 4 sentences. They don't have to connect. I just wrote, I bought a piñata. I mean, I didn't buy it at the party, but I bought one before the party. I bought a piñata. A lot of people took turns hitting the piñata. I broke it, though. And then my friend Doug bought me a head of cauliflower, which is actually true. There's the cauliflower.
Wait, he what?
He bought me a head of cauliflower for my birthday.
Why?
Because I just eat very healthy, and he says, I don't know what else to get
Wait,
you.
you ate that whole
Well,
cauliflower?
no, I used it throughout the next couple weeks for different
Oh,
meals.
you got you a whole head of my party on
So
a
it was just to be funny. So look at 4 specific things that happened at the party or before the party. I bought a piñata. A lot of people took turns hitting the piñata. I broke it though, and that's a direct object pronoun. You should know how to do that. Subject, box, you should know how to do that. My friend Doug bought me. There's another direct object pronoun. So when you're faced with that kind of stuff like that you should know how to do already, that's this grammar grade. Like, oh, you didn't do the direct object pronoun right, so they're going to lose a point for that. So I'm not going to take off grammar stuff for things that you've never learned before. Yeah.
What's that direct object?
You should know by now. We studied that a lot last year. And we reviewed it this year. All right. After you do that, what do you think this is? Una frase de resumen. Escribe una frase de resumen. What would you guess that is? Voluntario diferente. Que gato? Una frase de resumen. Sí, yo. A what? Like a conclusion sentence. A summary sentence. Okay? Resumen means summary. A sentence to summarize the whole thing. And that can be whatever you want. I don't know what you're going to say. I said, I felt very grateful for all my friends and family that came. Now, for the sake of the video, I'm not going to scroll up on this. I'm just going to talk about loose leaf, double-spaced. Now, you guys know what double-spaced means. No 2 lines of writing next to each other. Even if the sentence goes on to the next line, you still skip a space. You should have no 2 lines of writing next to each other at all. Yeah.
Do you skip a space section?
Yeah. Well, as long as there's 1 space in between each line. And then if you want to skip even more spaces than that, then sure. It could be 1. You can divide it up into 2 if you want. What?
Really? Numerate them?
Yeah.
Wait,
In fact, shoot. Yeah, actually, I meant to tell that to my other class. Yeah, number them for me. You have to number them in the poster. But yeah, number them. Pencil. Double space. Loose leaf. Then, the usual. When you're done, which I have planned up till next Tuesday to have this to not really work on this tomorrow. Just the rest of the period today. Then, you get it back after you do all the correction, write those abbreviations, make corrections on them, you correct it, and then you make the poster, which might not even happen until after Thanksgiving. Yeah, number it. Yeah, just to